It's the Corrado Lark, Corrado Lark, Corrado Lark, Nickcast podcast channel. Yeah. Oh, hey, and welcome back to the Corrado Lark Knitcast podcast. I'm Corrado Lark, your host of this here channel. You can find me as Corrado Lark on Instagram, and Corrado Lark on Ravelry, and Corrado Lark Designs on Ravelry, and you can even email me at CorradoLark@gmail.com. And today's a great day because I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 current WIPs I have. WIPs, works in progress. I had a great day today. I worked on set for a very short period of time. Yeah, I had to get up at around 5 o'clock in the morning, but I was home by noon. I'm happy. And I still get paid my full 10-hour day. What more could you want? Let's just keep talking like this. Mighty, mighty Power Rangers. Speaking of Power Rangers, not related at all. My first WIP that I'm going to show you is a really cool project that I just randomly started 2 days ago now? 2 days. We're at 2 days. Woo. Anyway, as you may know, my good friend Doug from Knittin' Bro, he had sent me some yarn recently, and I needed to test it out because his yarn is really cool. The colors are amazing, but you know, you want to see how it knits up. You want to see if you like it. You know, give some feedback to your bud there. So I started knitting on it. I started knitting a sock pattern because it's, you know, it is a merino nylon blend, but it's sport weight, and I just wasn't liking the sport weight for a sock. So I decided these colors need to be shown off in a shawl. And when I looked at them, you know, here, we'll show you right here. Podcaster Abyss. These two, right? I mean, they're incredible, and I wouldn't have put these two together normally, but, you know, he sent me these two together, so I want to use them together. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, what do they kind of remind me of? Well, I was chatting with another friend on Instagram, Michael, who is a designer. I think he lives in Alabama? Alabama, Alaska? It's Alabama, but I had the question when he sent AL. Alaska? No. I don't know my states. Anyway, he's in Alabama, hey. And he has a really cool pattern for the Zim shawl, as in Invader Zim. If you haven't seen Invader Zim, you should check out Invader Zim because it's a very cool show. It has some very interesting themes going on through it. It's about an alien that comes over to take over the planet, but he isn't really the greatest at that. It's really funny and smart. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this top part first. So it starts off like this, right? There we go. Really cool. It's almost like a cranberry purpley. Oh, I'll insert a picture of Invader Zim right now. Here. I put the picture in, I just didn't put it in my hand. Nothing was in my hand. So, the shawl. Here we are, right? And I was like, oh, this is cool, but you know, if you look at the picture, like, you get this purple, and you know, this green's a little off, but there's the highlights of it are the actual green. And I was looking, I was like, it's not like alien enough for me. I don't know. I was like, I need something. And I thought, well, I'm looking at the picture. Gurr, who's his like robot friend of sorts, he's got a really cool like gray and blue color scheme. And I looked through my small bit of stash, and I found down here this yarn. This is Madeline Tosh. It's not Madeline Tosh. It is hand dyed by Madeline Tosh. I will insert the actual dyer or actual yarn maker here. Anyway, I've been holding on to this. This is actually a DK, and I've been wanting to use it. You can see that it's exploded here. That's my not so great ball winder. If you watched the Grocery Girls talk about it on Craftsy like recently, or on their podcast about ball winders, yeah, I have a cheap one. Doesn't work great. Anyway, here we are. So I was like, cool, I'll work this in. And then I looked through and I was like, what else have I been using that I just have lying around? You know what would be kind of fun is if I went with my Molly Girl baseline in their Giants colorway. This blows out almost any time I try and photograph it or anything, but I am obsessed with this color. It's like, it glows under a black light. It's, you know, really bright. So, you know, this pattern normally just calls for you to stripe until the end, and then there's this really cool, like, lace detail that you do in a third color. I am gonna do, you know, the lace detail for sure. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it in the gray mixed with the green, in the whatever, but here is where we are now. So I've just started fading those two colors in. I know. Look at that. Look how cool this, look at all these ends. I don't mind weaving my ends in, but this is gonna have a lot because of how I've been doing this. Here's the technically right side, which looks really cool too, but this side I'm obsessed with. I love this, like, how it just, you know, the hints of that little neon, like, yeah, I'm loving this. I'm obsessed with this. This is something I never thought I would ever even create for myself or own, like, something of these colors. Like, what? So friggin' cool. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this W.I.P, clearly. This is pretty much, again, 2 days, all I've been knitting on. I put everything else down. The next two are actually going to be designs that I'll have in the near future. The first one I'm going to show you I've been working on for a while. It is my brother's, I guess it's a utility glove. I think I'll call it something along those lines. It's in Lana Grossa. This is their sock, 75/25. It's, you know, it's not like the super soft stuff. It's like super wash, so you can definitely, you know, throw it in a washer, which is the whole point because my brother wants gloves to knit with. Not right. I want gloves to knit with. My brother wants gloves to fish with, like fishing. So here we are. This is what I've been working on here. I don't think I've shown this yet. I'm up to where I just separate the heel, the thumb. It's where I just separate the thumb. I haven't done it yet. It's been on. I want to show this so I get back to work on it because I need it done because I told my brother it was much further along than it is, and I need this done for when I'm in Connecticut in March for stitches, which I will be there probably just the Saturday or Sunday. I don't know yet, but if you're there, say hey. Anyway, I love this little glove. It's gonna be perfect. So the thing that makes it a fisherman's glove, and my dad and my brother explain this a lot, is that these two end up staying attached. And then you have these three where just the tip of your fingers should be exposed. So you're gonna knit all the way up to here and then bind off, basically. This is all in theory as of now because I haven't done a full one yet, but I'm sure it'll work. And I mean, this color is like so cool, the gradient here. Anyway, so yeah, you use it for because like I guess with fisherman's line, I used to fish. I don't really anymore, but like you need those 3 fingers to do something with the fisherman's line. But what's cool about it is I'm thinking like with an iPhone or with a phone nowadays, like you never need these 2 to press anything. You need these 3 to be a little exposed, but you don't want them fully exposed because it's cold out. So I think it's gonna be like a fisherman's businessman's glove. So I'm thinking just utility. But I'm loving this little cuff. I think it's kind of cute. We'll see. When it blocks out, I'll check my design, and I might end up doing it again just to have a variation on it. I do test things, I promise. And I have test knitters now. I have a pretty big announcement coming up very soon. I haven't really announced it anywhere yet. I have a bit of a pattern collection coming out. It's only a few things. It's, you know, small, starting small because I'm new to this all. But I am pretty much working every day, multiple hours a day on it. Because I have to get it done for March for another cool reason. Hey, reasons. Reasons in the world. I don't know what that even is. Choices. So, here we are. Glove. We got back to it. Clearly I like my higher. Even on this, which, you know, a lot of people talk about the 16-inch not being very usable for people to make hats and stuff, but I seem to be working fine. Here's my other, my last whip that I'm gonna show y'all. Well, I'll show you the yarn first. Now, again, my yarn cakes are not the cutest right now. I need little cozies. So here is some Cozy Colorworks, fingering weight, 100% wool, Precious Gems. This color my mom picked out at Vogue Knitting Live, and it's incredible. It's super soft, it smells good. And I have been working on this hat. Now, you may know that I like brioche. I do. So I'm doing this little brioche hat, right? It's gonna be a design of mine. Don't know for what, don't know exactly how or where. It's just little rosa brioche, similar to like my brioche and marl cowl. And I have this big brim, right? And so, you know, I've been working on knitting on this, and it's really, you know, I did this mainly on set the other day. I had like 8 hours where I was sitting around waiting to go to set in holding, the holding space where they hold you. It's usually cold or hot, it's never right. And I pretty much got this done that day, like crazy. And then I was like, you know what, I wonder what it looks like on the inside. And here's the magic of what this pattern's gonna be. So you knit it on the outside until you do the decreases. It's already worked out, it's already written out. And then you invert it. So when you invert it, you get these little like reverse stockinette rolls. I don't know how well it's reading. It's a little blown out. This color is so beautiful. The black in this is incredible. Anyway, you get these little rolls, and you hold the yarn double at points, and I'm not going to give away all the secrets, but it's a pretty crazy hat. But really fun because, as you can see, everything is short. I love doing that, is just having like either striping or something that keeps you going every few rows. I don't want the same monotonous thing over and over and over. I don't want things overly simple. And a little complexity. Anyway, so you knit it this way. I mean, I guess you could knit it inside out too, but like, what's the fun in that? Anyway. Okay. Cool hat, right? Really cool. That's actually for my godmother, Teresa. My mom bought the yarn for me to make her a hat, and so I'm doing that. I actually think I am going to knit it twice in a slightly different style for another purpose. Oh, and it's in my beautiful Clinton Hill cashmere bag. I posted about this on Instagram. This thing is beautiful. I love it. It's like perfect. I can fit, you know, I can fit 2 skeins in here. I mean, I usually keep about 1, but it's big enough for 2. I love the drawstring. I mean, her logo is incredible. It's very Clinton Hill. Anyway. Thank you for joining me in talking about my whips. It's not how it's said. There's no H. Works. Halfway in progress? No, terrible. Anyway, thank you for joining me again. We have an Astoria Knit Night going on Sundays. It's called Sunday Knits Astoria. Me and my friend Juan just met up to knit 2 Sundays ago, and we were like, why don't we make this a group? Sure. And then through the week, I met 2 other knitters through Set Life, and we all hung out yesterday, and we knit together for about 2 hours. So it's been like 5 to 7 is what we've been doing. I think this next week we're going to try Astoria Beer and Cheese over on Broadway. But we've been doing it at Gossip Coffee. I will keep you posted through my Instagram where that is happening. Because it's happening. Because Astoria needs more loud and proud knitters. It's like we're coming out of the knitting closet. I don't know. Anyway, come join us. It'll be really cool. Thanks for watching this episode again, and I will see you soon. I can guarantee that. Bye.